Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Frazier here, 15 here.
15, let's get it.
This is the Real Life Shift. This is episode 12. We getting there. We getting there. We got
12.
some 12, you know what I mean? So that's a good number, you
We
know?
made it.
We made
You
it.
gotta put like a fucking cheer
Like
crowd
cheer
clapping shit.
and confetti and all of that.
Yeah, we gotta do some bullshit like that.
But we
Yeah,
we
man, let's
got a
get it.
we got a we got some good topics for you guys tonight, man. Recently Future and Metro Boomin's album just dropped.
Yep.
We Don't Trust You. Um
We don't trust you.
and you know, and I listened to it like I think like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Listened to it today. We both kind of listened to it today as well.
Yep.
I think from what I've heard, matter of fact, what do you think about it? Before I jump into what I think, what do you think about what you heard from this album?
Um, I heard the typical, and by typical, respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
toxic Future. You feel me? Insane Metro Boomin beats. You feel me? The sound. There's a lot of like flips and switch ups that I think we usually get to hear when Future collab with other artists. You know what I'm trying to say? But I think
Mm-hmm.
overall, W album.
Yeah,
It's you can't fail with these two, bro. You
yeah,
get what I'm saying? You really can't fail with Metro and Future together. It's like, and it's funny. I was gonna say this before, but this was like the spark. It's kind of like, can we get the Future and Drake now? Like, y'all did a new one now. Can we get a new
mm,
Future and Drake? I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's on the
mm.
way. And especially with, come on, let's be honest, Kendrick stirring up the pot.
You see that?
So this is really what I was gonna say. Is like
Yeah,
Kendrick know this shit is a competition, bro. It's a it's a rap game, right? So it's like if he do when he do this, he already knows like this is Future's album. He
yeah,
already know what this is gonna bring and what this is gonna put out for people. So he know everybody gonna hear it. Why not do some shit like what he did? And I listened to the
yeah.
verse like 3 times. I want to
Mm-hmm.
listen to it again, but I don't know. I'm seeing different feedback from that.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, W
W.
snapped, straight snapped. I ain't skip shit. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I just let the shit rock and no disappointment. No disappointment.
Which is it's crazy because when I listen to it, it's like that's the same thing I thought as well, right? This is definitely a W album. We definitely agree with the overall body of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, right? Because when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, this sounds like was it evil villain heroes versus villains,
Mm-hmm.
that Metro album where he kind of got into that orchestral type of beats,
Mm-hmm.
right? With
Mm-hmm.
the big sound,
Big
and
sound, movie
he
sound type shit.
the movie sound,
Yep.
but he added those elements to this album, but he trapped the shit out pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then Future is gonna slide on. That I think, bro. Like, and I wasn't a Future fan before, bro, but like, he grew
I
on me.
remember. I
You know
remember.
what I mean?
I remember telling you one time. This was years ago. I was like, bro, maybe we gotta do this shit one day for real. Like, we gotta smoke.
Mm,
And what I'm trying to think, what project was Free Cole on? Is that the Drake shit? Yeah, right.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
Damn. Unless it was Dirty Sprite 3.
one of those. One of those. We could fact check
Something,
it. We
yeah,
could fact
yeah.
check it right now. But that song in particular, fried
Hmm.
like high, quote unquote,
Hmm.
or like you know, it has a different feel, different sound that it's just like shit be missing when you not fried. And I
Yeah.
remember one night I listened to that shit and I was like, damn, this song is really creative, bro. Like
Hmm.
it's for that time when it came out, I felt like how I feel about any song on this album.
Hmm.
Actually, and this is something else too, right? And I'm sure anybody gonna agree. Future is so creative Like for him to have a song title type shit, type
Yeah.
shit is so like crutch word right now. You know, I say type shit a lot.
Yeah.
21 Savage is like probably the god of type shit.
Mhm.
Okay, bro, the nigga type shit. Like when you do that, you like mastered it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But to have a track type shit, it's like this nigga don't like, you know that meme. This man don't miss. Like
Yeah.
he just don't miss, bro. I don't know what it is. What is it? Synergy.
Yeah.
Him and
Yeah.
Metro just got that synergy. It's just crazy. I would
Which
love
is,
to see some visuals. I hope they shot some shit. I would
I
love
was
to
looking
see
for
that.
videos too. I think there's
Yeah, he
one
probably
right
gonna do a
now.
movie or Metro might do something. Hopefully, I'm praying.
Mhm.
Metro, please, okay. I want to see something,
Yeah.
like, because I could only imagine, especially now. You know, this is
Yeah.
like, damn, how long it's been? It's been a couple years, I think,
But him
since
and him
we.
and Metro, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, shit. Like two
I
or
think
shit, 3 years, maybe
maybe
four.
we
You
gotta
know what I
fact
mean?
check it, but yeah, somebody could fact check the shit in the comments. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think, again, going back to the beef, okay, beef.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a stir up. Kendrick got a drop too,
He
right?
got to do something after this.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could drop. I know, bro.
Yeah.
With Kendrick, I know he got something just sitting there. Like I could drop this right
Yeah.
now, you know.
Right.
But he like, I'm
Yep.
gonna do a verse on Future. I'm gonna do a verse. Like out of all albums, you do a verse on Future
On
album.
this album,
On
which
the
is,
album you will never expect him to be on.
that's what I'm saying. Like, cause
You
I
come
know
out the
when they
woodworks for that.
was when they dropped the album, like the artwork. I was on Metro's page when they dropped the artwork, the track list and everything. They didn't list the features,
I like that.
so
I love when he do that. I love
which
that.
is good because
That
you
makes
know,
it organic. You don't know who you're
yeah,
gonna hear. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Unless you know music and how the production is going. But I like the fact that I ain't know which one Kendrick is gonna be on
yeah.
at all. He ain't even ad lib to give a notification like I'm on
Hmm.
this. It's just boom right in your face. So
Dropped, and the world's in the music world's in a frenzy behind, because I guess apparently he's dissing J, J. Cole and Drake,
apparently,
right?
but we okay. This is again. This is what we was. I was simmering up before we got on, which is
Hmm.
there's a piece where people are saying first person shooter is like a diss to Kendrick.
Yeah.
right, right. So
Hmm.
there's like a space, I guess, that's going with that. Um,
Really?
I'm
Interesting.
just because when you like, I went back. I don't know if you went back and listened to the shit, but when you go back and listen to it now, it kind of sounds like, yeah, nigga, like we we here. What you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But again, we know it's a comp. It's a battle. It's still hip
Hmm.
hop. It's still rap. There's gonna
Hmm.
be that war type shit.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna be honest. If they do this right, I could semi call it right now. It's gonna be like Pac and Biggie type beef
Yeah.
energy, but it's all gonna be professional. I don't think these niggas is gonna really. Yeah,
No. No. No.
Kendrick is
No.
talking. He talking some shit on there, like you feel me? Like I'm carrying, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's Kendrick, so there's so much other little like areas I know he's taking his wordplay, but
Hmm.
it's like you know beef is kind of the thing, right? It's kind of like I
Hmm.
want to see niggas battle. So if Kendrick drop, which I know more than likely he probably is, or that was like a pump fake to just get just to get the people in a frenzy like they are right now.
Yeah. Yep. Mission accomplished. You know what I mean?
Because if I'm correct, bro, they essentially all want to work together, but it's like, bro, Kendrick is a busy guy. Like, we are
Right.
Drake, J. Cole, all of these. J. Cole recently dropped something, right? I think he dropped a
Hmm.
freestyle. I gotta watch
Hmm.
that.
I think
But
like last week or the week before.
yeah, again, I like this type of energy because it's like you're getting music from your favorites. Future's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Metro been my favorite. You know what I'm saying? And you hear Kendrick on there. His other features are just
Yeah, the Ross, the one with Ross. I mean, that's some Ross shit. Matter of
I
fact,
know
we got the track list. We got the track list. We can
facts. We
actually,
can pull the track list up,
yeah, we can run through it. Um,
but you know, like it takes me back to that club era. I know COVID really mashed it up
mhm.
badly. It kind of put us in a rut, but I can just imagine being in a club of like A1 high end club, beautiful sound, and you're just hearing the new records being played. Those are
Yeah,
the feelings that I like to listen to it there.
yeah,
It's like you get
and
to hear it like, oh my, you're just
I
in,
hear the
you're in
shit.
it.
I hear it already, bro. Like
I
just
had
like
it blasting in my headphones today, and it was
yeah,
just it was perfect. It wasn't too loud. The
yeah,
sounds were crazy. His Future's voice, everybody's voice was just like
mm-hmm,
perfectly meshed.
mm-hmm. Even like
Claustrophobic, bro.
whew,
Claustrophobic.
crazy,
Crazy,
crazy, bro.
crazy, bro. I'm
Bro,
like,
you know what
what
else?
the
You know what
fuck?
else? You know what else tied this album together for me, bro? All the sound bites from Prodigy, bro. The Prodigy sound
It
bites.
it was crazy for me, right? Because
Yeah.
I think I remember telling you this, but I probably never got into that space. But I remember telling you about Free Code. I remember telling you
Hmm.
about certain projects Future had. But bro, if you go to the beginning, every project is just funny ass skits throughout the entire project.
Hmm.
You feel me? Like if you a real Future fan, you already know who Got It All is.
Yeah.
He's just like a character. He like, come on, man, let me get something, man. He ain't really got it, but he got it all. Like,
Yeah.
yo, it's just, and it sounds like the nigga is exactly where he is. It's like he in the backstage with them niggas trying to cop weed or
Hmm.
trying to let me get a pic. Follow me on the gram, man. Like it's just like how does Future do that? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I really, again, that's
Yeah.
why I said I'd like to see the creative process of it
Hmm.
happen. We've seen Future recording in the trap, but I don't think we've gotten a fresh video of them like cooking.
Yeah.
Cooking this project.
It hasn't been for a long time, man. I know like before he's done it, and it might have been, I think like Dirty Sprite 3 was the last time I seen Future like do like some behind the scenes with Metro. Um,
I
but
mean,
like
they know
it's
how to turn that knob, right? They know how to be in
yeah.
your face and then take a break and allow other music to flourish and then come back and take over and be in your face again. They know how to balance that shit, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's like even like with the track list, right? Like because when I was going through it
Yeah,
and
like from the
uh,
top to bottom, if you look at it, it's crazy.
all the
We
way,
don't
bro.
trust you, Young Metro, Ice
Mm-hmm.
Attack, type shit,
Mm-hmm. Bro,
claustrophobic, like that, like
bro,
like that.
Playboy Cardi on type shit, bro. I, and like I said, for me, uh, remember we was having this conversation about like little Uzi Vert was Prince. Playboy Cardi's like Prince too. You know what I mean? Like
That's what
these
I was. Yeah, I
guys,
think I was saying that. I think I was saying that. It's
you know what
weird,
I
but
mean? Like I
they're
feel like these
very
dudes,
edgy,
yeah, yeah.
dark, but soft, but hard. Like
Mhm. It's like so in the
don't
it's,
play
it's
with it.
hard to yeah. You just
Don't
got to
play with it.
accept them for what they are. And like when I heard him come on that record, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, he stole that shit from Future
He,
and Travis, bro. Demolished them both on that one. Like body both of them.
I believe Future knows that, and this is not like a Playboy Cardi is better than Future type of
Right.
energy. It's more like, and there's a chick. I'm gonna find a video on TikTok. There's a chick. She
Mm-hmm.
broke down what Cardi does and how he creates music in a sense, and it's like he just knows them pockets. He
Mm-hmm.
knows where his voice can be like this here and like this here. Like he just has. I don't know how he do it, but he know how to change his voice like on some thug
Which
shit.
is which is
You know what
which is
I'm
crazy, bro. Because when I
saying?
when I first heard him on other records doing this new voice and stuff, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, the nigga does have a dark man, a man's voice. Okay, good because I've never really heard it before. So I'm like, all right, cool. He has a regular speaking voice, but then with that song, with that type shit song, when he started, bro, when he started sliding on that beat with that shit, bro, I said, God damn, bro, like, like the, bro, like,
I played that shit back 3 times when I first heard it.
yo, I
I kept
had,
running it back like, what the
bro,
what?
the dude went so berserk on the shit. I'm like, yo, like, and to the point they knew he killed it so much that the song ended and they let him keep going. Like at the end of the song, and he's come back still saying shit, but it's like he slid on that beat so beautifully. Yeah, I got like that. That I think made me a Playboy Cardi fan. You know, now
That's good.
I'm
That's
behind
good.
him heavy. Like I
That's good.
rock with him. Um, you said claustrophobic is fire.
Yeah.
Like that, of course. Slimed in. I didn't really get to. I heard it, but it didn't really move me. I have to probably go back and listen to that a little bit
Yeah.
more. Um, Magic Don Juan was cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Cinderella.
Crazy.
uh,
I
After
didn't even
listening
know it
to
was
it,
Travis at first, type shit. I was like, oh, yeah,
yeah,
it's Travis. It took
like
me
once
like
you
a
heard it,
second. I was like, oh,
hmm
who is it? Travis. Okay, okay, okay.
I think
Fried, bro, fried.
Fried is nice.
But
Running
like,
out of time is nice too.
these are words that I use on a
Yeah.
regular. Fried. He got a
hmm
track GTA.
GTA, and I just
So
finished
like, you
playing
got to
that a
ask
few minutes
yourself
ago.
if it's gonna be in GTA 6, without
Right.
a doubt,
If they don't put it there, that would be crazy.
without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
It's too.
To
He's
not,
smart. This
yeah.
man is smart. That's all I'm focusing on too. It's like he's
hmm
placing shit in the right space.
Like
you
it's
know,
coming out, so like let me just
line it
put
up.
in my bid for it right
It's
now.
probably already connected, but you know what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
might be snitching right now if I was on his team or some shit. But yeah, I might be leaking shit. But everyday hustle, and then it's Ross.
hmm
Ironic. I read the
Yeah.
name and I'm like, if Ross not on this, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
you
Because
know,
every day I'm hustling, right?
he just switched
you
it to
know,
everyday hustle.
everyday hustle, which is
And who
so
show? Isn't
creative.
that a show on YouTube? What?
Everyday
Oh,
struggle with
so you
uh
get what I'm saying?
right, right.
So it's like, look at how he flipped that. I don't know if that was his intent,
Yeah.
but that's a crazy connection. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
Seen it all. What the fuck you
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
Like, where my twins at? Like, twin,
Bro,
niggas be like, twin, twin, like,
you know what I thought about where my
ah,
twins at?
mm,
Um I felt, and I think they did this on purpose. That song sound like that was a beat that was produced back in like 2016. Like it sound like
he
old
got that,
school trap shit, you know?
hmm
So
that
I'm like,
that bass, that
yeah.
one bass line shit.
I'm like, you know what? And it was a little bit unorthodox for me when I first heard it.
Yeah,
But then once I realized what they were doing, I said, "Oh, this is that throwback to that feel." Like you know how people be like they hear a song and they bring them back to a certain time.
a certain
I
time,
think
like
that
'05.
song, yeah,
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
yeah.
'05,
I feel
'07.
like where my twin does that when I heard it. But nah, bro, this album is crazy, bro. Like I
He
think
know how to, he know how to do it. He know how to do
they
what he
did a
do.
good job, man. Everything, the rhymes, the beats. Oh my god, the drum patterns that Metro is using is like
W
I'm
fucking
hearing it.
album.
It's funny because I'm listening to some of the beats. I'm like, yo, Biff, you make beats like this too.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
I'm hearing the
yeah.
drums and I'm like, yeah, I hear the similarities
What's
in the
crazy
drums.
is, I think more so now I'm feeling like I'm getting some inspiration, getting some
Yeah,
ideas. I just
yeah.
gotta test them now, like test them out, see what it sounds like, because I am hearing shit that I'm like even like working on. I'm like, damn,
hmm
this shit sounds kind of like this or whatever. But yeah,
hmm
again, W fucking album.
Yeah, they
W.
did good. They did good. You know, if you had to rate it one to 10, obviously 10 being the best, where would you put this one?
Bro. And I think I'm gonna give it one more listen, like completely fried.
hmm
I need to do that. But right now,
hmm
I ain't gonna front. I'm at a solid 8 already. Eight point
Yeah,
five. It's up there. It's
yeah,
up there. I'm probably gonna be at a 9 by tonight, like later tonight. Once
nice,
I
nice.
once I really sit with it and just zone out, that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
Sit with it and zone out because the project is crazy.
yeah.
Um,
The vibe, it feel. I like the feel of it. I would give it. I would give it 8.5. I
yeah,
would
yeah,
give it
yeah,
eight
yeah.
and a half, and that's just
Yeah.
because I haven't really sat with it long
Because
enough.
like for you, right? Like again, for example, for somebody that smoke, you gonna just
Hmm.
smoke. I could just vibe in here. Switch the mood up and just
Hmm.
vibe. Put the room blue or some shit and listen to it and zone out. Or sometimes it's like you go do that in a club. Trying to say where you possibly gonna hear it, and it's like, oh, I get to really hear this shit
Hmm.
like extremely loud. Like you're at a
Yeah,
concert. But so far, 8.5. W, super
yeah.
W. That's
That,
gonna be in
it,
my gym rotation for sure.
yeah. Like, I'm definitely gonna play in it. It's crazy because like I actually don't play any music in the car. Like I'll actually drive in
That
silence, which
too.
is
You
you
know
know
what it is though? I could
um
say this for you because we're both in the car in the Tesla. It's just
yeah,
something about it.
yep,
It's something about it. It has a
yeah,
different silence in the car.
mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm,
barely hear shit outside type shit.
yep, yep.
You know.
Like I really like I said, I just jump in and turn, just drive. I really don't even touch the radio, but I know for this one I got to play it because the sound system in the Teslas are amazing. It's
Hmm.
well balanced.
Hmm.
So I want to see where how this is mixed. I want
Oh
to see
no.
how they mixed it, where they pull things, where they push things. So I'm probably going to test it this weekend
Yeah,
just to
I was
see
booming that.
where it knock at. Yeah.
I was
Well,
booming it.
Future, good job, man. Metro, good job.
Always.
Um, Keep it
Always.
going. Um,
I'm waiting for some. They dropped any visuals? I'm waiting for some visuals.
I think they dropped type shit.
I gotta look
I
at that.
think they dropped. We could check that out, but I think they dropped type shit. But let's see what else they got going on. You know what I mean? Definitely going to be following up with this album.
Oh yeah.
But let's jump into topic number 2 tonight. Um, this one, actually, we were going to do this one last week, but we needed more time to really
Yeah.
flush it out. Redefining your masculinity,
Hmm.
right? And I think we were having a conversation about like like what's going on nowadays. Um, what it really is, what it really means to be a man these days is like I feel like the rules are changing, the standards are changing,
Hmm.
and people are getting a little bit lost about what it means to be masculine, you know. Because at this point in time, if you're masculine, you're overly aggressive. Is toxic masculinity is like they're not promoting men to be strong and stand with their chest out no more.
Yeah.
So the question is, how do you redefine your masculinity, right? Like
Facts.
with the climate, how do you bring that back to yourself? What are the things you can do to redefine your masculinity because it's a little bit lost right now?
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I would say one thing I would say to help redefine your masculinity is working out,
Jim.
right? I think the gym is a big it's a starter, right?
Probably the best starter at
Probably the
that.
best starter.
Probably the
You know what
best.
I mean? Um, After that, maybe the how you eat, what you eat, because what goes into your body play a big role.
Yeah. I think the word is like discipline.
Right.
You get
Even
you get
better.
you get discipline out of the gym. That's what it's a weird way to I guess it's weird for someone to hear one say when you go to the gym every day and you doing all these I guess movements
Hmm.
with weight, you're like building a discipline of I'm going tomorrow and then the next day and the
Hmm.
next day and the next day and then you can now take that same thing and apply it to like streaming or
Hmm.
maybe even going to work, right? Like something as
Right.
simple as that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now you're like, oh, I know what discipline is. Now you can say I'll be disciplined with my food. But
Right.
people not
Right.
even try. People skip the whole discipline step and attempt to do shit. And it's
Yeah.
like, how you gonna do that? You ain't got no discipline. Like, or how you
Right.
gonna be in a relationship and you ain't got no discipline? Like, you're gonna cheat. You're gonna you're gonna do
Right.
all these things.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's it's crazy. But I think the gym is like, it might sound like the hardest, but it's not, bro. You know, most people
Yeah,
be
it's
like, "Oh
easy.
man, I don't know how you do that. I ain't got." Oh, you gonna have the time to do it
Right.
at some point
Right.
in life. At some point,
And that's the thing too, like with the gym, especially where somebody's like, oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. It's like if you don't have time, like, it's crazy, right? You have time to go
club.
message a club, message a joint, a girl to go to a house pipe,
Hmm.
right? You have
All that.
time to smoke, you have time to drink, but you don't have time to take care of the only body that you'll ever have for the rest of your life. The only thing that is going to allow you to live, you don't have time to take care of that, but you have time to take care of a chick, your liquor need, your club
You
needs.
have time to tear it down, basically,
You have time to do all this while
to
to tear the
destroy it.
body down,
Yeah,
no time
destroy
to
it.
build it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the discipline, you're right about that. Even now, I'm thinking about it more.
It's
Discipline to
crazy,
not
right?
cheat, right? Like you said it. That was a perfect one,
Yeah,
right?
it's a discipline thing. You
I
know
think a
that.
man needs to be able to block temptation.
Yeah, and
You
you know what
have
it
to be
is.
able to say no as a man.
I could even go deeper than block it. It's more like,
Mm,
you have to, like, for me, you have to know, like, all right, I'm working on myself. What usually happens, like, when you get into a relationship, what happens? All of a sudden, a bunch of chicks won't talk to you. Why?
mm-hmm,
Because now you're
mm-hmm.
like focused in on something.
Right.
But the thing you're focused in on is what they want. So it's like you're like opening that door because they want to. We're
Mm-hmm.
doing the same
Mm-hmm.
thing, but outward in the gym. It's like I'm in the gym, and I know there's women specifically in there that are kind of like, they kind of scanning,
Mm-hmm.
woo woo woo, and it's like, yeah, I see you, but I'm locked the fuck in. It's
Right.
just seeing it,
Right.
knowing it, and then being able to say like, I don't prefer that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. Right.
And again, it's
Right.
just about your words too.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the trick. Just so if anybody listening really want to get it, it's like discipline starts in one place, and then
Mm-hmm.
as you build that discipline, you now know you could carry that discipline somewhere else and
Yeah.
use it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that's anything, bro. Sports, gaming,
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Business.
bro. Business,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
whatever it is you do, and you know, it'll just start. You'll start to see progress. Same
Yeah.
thing with when you go in the gym. People like, I don't see no change. I'm like, bro, like,
Give it some time, bro. You ain't
let
even been
let.
here a month yet.
And it's not even that. It's just you have to let. Like, I've came to terms with that. You have to let go of that because
Mm-hmm.
it just won't. You can't see it. You can't ever see your body change.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. That's like trying to sit there and watch grass grow, nigga. Like, you're
Right.
not.
Y-
You're gonna fall asleep, wake up one day, and you're
Yes.
gonna be grass. You're gonna
It's gonna
miss
be
the whole.
grass.
You're gonna miss it, bro. I mean, obviously, there's a time lapse. You can look at a time lapse, but that's not seeing it with your own two eyes.
Right. Right.
But there is a thing that comes out of it where you're like, damn, I feel different. I'm stronger. I know how much. I know what I could do. I don't got no cap. I
Mm-hmm.
don't got no cap. It's just like, all right, if it's this much pounds, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
got it. And that's
Yeah.
that. That alone is a good mental, like, I guess, roadway or process of thinking. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, if you're
Mm-hmm.
150 pounds, bro, don't even think
Yeah.
about it, bro. I could pick you up and just throw you or
Right.
something. Trying to say I know that. Like, I know that for a fact. But
Yeah.
discipline, uh, and then I would say even to like answer the topic,
Mm-hmm.
to redefine, like, think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Redefine. Because defining it is one thing, but you're now redefining who you are
Right.
today. You're
Right.
changing. You're changing your whole past is gone. You're just
Yeah.
redefining it as you go. That's what the gym is.
Mm-hmm.
You're going back. Personally, I look at it as going back to middle school. self
Mhm.
type shit. But
Mhm.
bigger,
Mhm.
more adult, more grown. If I was to use cartoon terms, it would be like, in middle school, I was little Simba, like from Lion King, but now I'm like
Mhm.
big Simba, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Full
Mhm.
mane, but getting stronger
Mhm.
and building that. So it's just how you look at shit, man. But
Yeah.
you need
Yeah.
discipline. You can't do none of
Yeah.
this shit without discipline.
Without it. Without it. Even
It's a
and
key
I think
ingredient.
like even like after the discipline, right? And then it's probably somebody watching now, like, yeah, man, but I went to the gym, I'm disciplined now. What next? All right, next step is to figure out what your purpose is. What are you here for? And like, why are you here? Find out what that is. Either it's only a few options when it comes to that, right? It's either you're gonna um, make a lot of money. It's either you're going to
Basically.
find what makes you happy and you live a regular normal life, or
Which
you
yeah,
become a man of the people, right? You become
right.
a person who serve the community. So those are the options, really. Find out which one of those roles you want to play, right? Either
Yeah.
you want to be the man who just you have your family, you focus on your family and deal with them, that's fine, or you want to be the man who spend most of your time taking care of the community,
Mm-hmm.
or you become the man that just garner all the finances to hire people and put them in place to handle all that other stuff. So I think those are like the three main
Oh yeah.
options of
Oh
of
yeah.
where you want to be at, like what you're going to end up being by the time you're 90 or whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
once you find out which one of those things is you, next step is like, okay, if I'm going to be the man who's making all the money, what is going to make me the money? You start thinking
Mm-hmm.
about finances, right? You figure out, okay, either I'm going to work on some tech stuff, either I'm going to
Yep.
go get into oil business, real estate, whatever, right? Whatever you think you have a skill in, like, for me, uh, I do trading and things like that. So I know I have a knack for numbers and in the stock market and things like that.
Yep.
Fifth, you're creative. You have a
Yep.
knack for creating things,
Yeah.
merchandise
Design.
and
Yep.
design and things like that. I feel like for you guys, or whoever's watching, find out what that thing is for you, right?
Yeah.
It don't have to be the only thing you do, but find out that one thing first. I know they say jack of all trade, master of none, but
Mm-hmm.
the other half of that saying is but two trades is also better than one.
Yep.
So you don't have to do one thing, you can do two, three, four, whatever, but
Yep.
master one first, make that your bread and butter, and then spread it out from there. But find what you're good at.
Yeah.
If you know you're good at numbers, don't go trying to design t-shirts. T-shirts have nothing to do with numbers. You know what
It's
I mean?
honestly it's a do and a don't thing, but it definitely doesn't have much to do with
Yeah,
numbers, like
yeah,
business or something or
yeah.
finance.
Lock in on business if that's your thing. If you're a designer, lock in on design stuff. Don't go worry about balancing the budget.
Yeah,
That's not your
yeah,
place.
it's not my forte.
Once you find that, you build up your finances, and then you find a partner, a wife, husband, whoever is watching. Find that partner to work with you however you need them to work with you, right? I
Yeah,
know right now it's a lot of 50-50 conversations. Oh, I'm not going 50-50. No, that silly shit means nothing. You run your household how you run your household.
yeah,
Study your partner, understand who they are, what makes them tick, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what works. And you make what work within your house. Social media don't matter what they talk about. If
hmm
you and your girl going 50-50, so be it. Figure it out, make it work.
that's
If
it.
you're going 100 and she's just and her job is to take care of the home, fine, make that work.
Hmm
But find out what worked for you. And I think all those things add into redefining your masculinity, taking control of your present, um, to better your future, right?
Yep,
But you got to take control of that shit. You know what
yep.
I mean? A lot of people are looking at social media for guidance right now, and
I
it's
get.
not a bad thing.
Yeah, you can find some good information, man, but
You can find some good stuff.
sometimes it'll feed you that bullshit. Feed you that bullshit, send you into a depression, fucking swirl. Like
Yeah, man.
you know,
It knocks
get
you
off
off that
social media
discipline.
first off. This is why we
Yes.
use the gym as an example. Go to the gym,
Yeah.
and I ain't gonna hold you. I went when I first started. I started with my best friend, so it was like
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say easy because I still struggled. He was
Yeah.
already a whole year and change in. He was
Hmm.
already in there. I'm over here like fucking struggling, but you get to see. I'm gonna be honest. Excuse my language. You get to see how much of a bitch you really is. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
then that bitch go away, and now you confident with yourself and what you could do. So it's like
Mhm.
the gym has a lot of perks, nigga. Okay, not just your.
Mhm.
It's not about just your body looking good. That
Mhm.
part is all mental. That is a
Yeah.
mental projection of when you see niggas that's jacked. It's a mental projection. So
Mhm.
once your
Mhm.
mind gets cleaned up and rid of all that bullshit, that's when you get to see, like, oh snap, I'm getting a muscle over here, nigga.
Yeah.
You like, wait a minute, you start to really see things. But until then,
Mhm.
you're just gonna be struggling and
Yeah.
complaining, and it's. But I think get in the gym. I'm gonna just say
Yeah.
it. Get in the
I think
gym,
that's the first step. That's the first step. I think
redefine.
that's like the first shit you should do.
You'll start to redefine, but like it'll just lead you on your own path. There's no way
Mhm.
around it. You just
You know
gotta
what I
keep
was
up.
think
Mm-hmm.
you know what I was thinking about today too? I think um especially for I think like men um that struggle with that being confident shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um I think if you go to the gym, of course, definitely don't skip that part. But
Facts.
I think if you go to the gym and you feel like, man, I need something a little bit more to add that man shit back into me,
Right.
I would say go to the gun range.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would say go to the gun range. I think
Yeah.
um having control of a weapon that can take a life uh, gives you a sort of give you that man shit. Being able to go into the gun range, put an AK to your shoulder, and let it off steadily,
And
and
hit
you're
your shots.
confident and you know how to do this. That confidence transcends as well outside of the gun range. So I think like the gym, the gun range, um, and
Yeah, I'm trying.
for the men that are a little bit shy, I would say go into a park and just start random conversations. Not no creep shit. Not don't force it.
Yeah, that's tough, but yeah,
It's
you.
hard to do. Um, but but that's the thing. You can't miss the gym step. Don't miss the gun range step. Those steps come before you want to go out there and be social. You got to build up that mind, that discipline, that confidence first before you even want to walk out there and do that shit. Even
Mm-hmm.
like say you're going for a job interview. If you're a man that goes to the gym and you know that tightness the gym give you, you go into a job interview, you're gonna shake that person's hand with some strength.
Yeah,
It
and
ain't
what's
gonna be that
crazy?
little weak hand stuff, right? It's gonna be that strength. You're gonna exchange that energy that men should be exchanging when they shake each other's hands. You
It's
know,
funny, right? There's this one guy. I
mhm,
gotta remember. I forgot his name, but when you shake that nigga hand, boy, yeah, yeah, he's squeezing you. He.
mhm,
But because I've been in the gym now, I
mhm,
sometimes even forget my grip. Right, like
mhm, mhm.
I like I kind of now forget like, hey man, if you wanna, hey, how you doing, brother? And I'll fucking
Yeah,
I'm over here like, what's going on? And he like, hey man, like, hey,
take it easy.
yeah. But for some people that don't really know, right? Like, see, we grew up in Brooklyn where niggas dap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas dap, whatever. But a handshake, when you shake a man's hand, you wanna apply a firm grip. That's really letting
Yeah.
letting niggas know like respect,
Yeah.
right? It's like a
Yeah.
respect thing.
Yeah.
Um, there is a firmness that you just gotta have, and if you ain't lifting or
Mhm.
you ain't on that, a nigga
You're
will
not gonna
squeeze
have
your
it.
hand and know he's gonna know that energy is missing from
Right.
you. You know,
Exactly.
he's gonna
Exactly.
know.
Like, okay,
So,
this ain't no man right here. He ain't doing no man shit right now. This hand
yeah,
too soft. Like you got a woman hand.
yeah. So there is that little gem of that's about a handshake. That's to show you where your discipline and your strength has to be at a certain level if you want to
Right.
get to certain spaces and
Hmm.
whatever the fuck it is you can imagine. Um,
Hmm.
But yeah, I highly suggest the gym. Um,
Hmm.
it's gonna change your life, no matter what. Eat better. Don't eat none of that bullshit. Okay,
Yeah.
that's another thing. Just start with the gym though. Okay, because the gym
Yeah.
at least is
Yeah.
gonna weigh out every stupid thing you do. You're gonna do it, and your body's gonna react to it faster. You're gonna be like, "Oh, I can't eat that no more." Yep,
Hmm.
cut that shit out. Now
Hmm.
you're
Hmm.
disciplining your eating. It again. That's just the cycle. You learn discipline, and you learn how to respect yourself and not
Right. Right.
play yourself and eat some bullshit you're really not supposed to eat. And
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes I get it, right? Like some people might work in a fast food business, and they're like, damn, maybe I'm
Hmm.
gonna just I got a 30, but it don't make no sense to leave, so I might as well eat this shit. I get that, right? But
Right.
if you're gonna do that, only do that shit at work. Don't do that when you get off work.
Right. Right.
Type shit.
Or
Don't.
even meal prep. Bring your food to work.
I mean, that's another. That's a level up because some people now are like, damn, I gotta learn how to cook. But hey,
Yeah.
if that's what
Yeah.
it's gonna take for you to get away from that problem, yeah, learn how
Yeah.
to fucking cook.
And
But
that's the thing too, bro.
that's
Like
it.
people don't even, and that's what I'm saying. Like all that stuff is masculine shit, bro. Like knowing how to feed yourself. That's some important tool.
Bro,
Like
definitely.
that, like I know nowadays a lot of people look down on people that can cook. Like that's a flex. It's not a flex. That's some idiot shit. Like
Yeah.
someone that knows how to. Bro, I'm envious of the man who goes into the wild, catch a boar or a rabbit, skin the rabbit, cut out the bad parts of the rabbit, take the rabbit off the bone, and fry it and cook it, and that shit tastes great. That stuff is impressive to me
Hmm.
because I know that like that's a man's man right there. Like you ain't no punking him, ain't no convincing him of no bullshit. Like those that type of person, you're not moving them. They're not moving
Hmm.
out the way for you. You moving out the way for them.
Hmm.
And I think that's the masculinity that men should have. If you don't have those type of traits, you're not masculine yet. And take the steps. Go to the gym, eat properly, read some self-help books, look at some content like the stuff we're telling you, watch the podcast. There's other podcasts that reinforce what we're talking about.
Hell yeah.
And take heed and follow those things. By any means, do not go to a woman for help in this area. Never do that. They
Basically.
can't help you. They won't help you. Don't even waste your time. You're gonna embarrass yourself, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna get kicked back to step one, going to the gym. So
And
go to the gym.
I'll even help smoothen that out a bit, which is, I mean, if it's a woman, it should be like your mom or your
Right,
grandmother, you know,
right.
basically. But you're not gonna go to a friend or some random chick on the street
Nah.
and just pour out. You might as well pour out to yourself and sit with
Mm-hmm.
yourself, and then go to the gym, see how weak you are, and then
Mm-hmm.
maybe you'll get some answers. Um,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
but
Exactly.
for sure, I would say redefining is, I think, what most of us should be doing on a daily. I
Yeah.
redefine a lot. We all grow. I'm in the gym a lot, so it's like a
Mm-hmm.
whole different, space of life. I would say it's like every day I'm getting a gain.
Right. Right.
Every day I'm getting a gain, and I enjoy seeing other people in the gym. I got a lot of like friends on the internet now. That's same thing. They in the gym. They posting content in the gym. So it's just like it's a big little community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Right.
another thing, right? Like instead of yeah, you could go out in the real world and try to talk, but go to the gym every day and go talk to people in the
Mm-hmm.
gym.
That's
You
true.
know,
Yeah,
people in
that
the
that's that's
gym.
that's a yeah.
9 times out of 10, somebody's gonna point you in the right direction because you're in a gym. It's the
Yeah.
right setting to say, "Hey, I want to learn how to use this, man. Can you show me?" Boom. Now you
Mm-hmm.
learning how to talk. You're building a confidence to speak. Now you
Mm-hmm.
coming in.
Mm-hmm.
There's another. Yo, I can pull up some videos where it's like your first day in the gym, how you walk in there. Then it's like 6 months later. Then it's like a year. It's like nigga coming
Yeah.
in with the full gym belt, fucking
Mm-hmm.
straps. You
The
feel me? The
gloves,
whole
the back brace,
hell yeah. You got
nigga.
the
That
yeah.
dapping everybody as he
The
walk
whole shit,
inside.
like you over there, like yeah, you feel me? It's like that
Hmm.
though. You start meeting niggas now.
Yeah.
Now like, oh, I could go out in the real world. Hey, how you doing? You know how to
Hmm.
speak and how to approach. Most
And
people,
you're not afraid because you built that confidence from that gym.
yeah,
You built that.
all with
You
yourself.
built that. Yeah, that
Hmm.
resilience to rejection. You don't even shit don't even matter.
Yeah, it
You know,
don't
you
because
don't
it doesn't
even.
matter.
It
It
don't.
never
It
matters.
never does. Never have.
It will never
You know.
matter either.
You
That's the
know.
part I
As
think
a,
people
I think like
skip.
for young guys, and then we talking about young like teenagers, like any. Listen, if you like 30 and up, bro, the stuff we're telling you will never stick, bro. Just forget it. Go to the next segment of the show, right?
Facts.
After a certain age, you adults don't listen to adults after a certain
Yeah,
age. Y'all niggas ain't listening to us. We're talking to the young boys.
for sure.
Confidence is important, man. It's gonna take you a long way. You
Facts.
know, confidence is more important than skill. Actually, confidence in certain areas is more important than a 4-year degree.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So work on that shit. Work on that shit because people
Definitely.
can tell when you come around. Like you were just saying, Fifth, that man shake your hand, you don't feel that man grip. You already figure you weak. He don't even got to know what you've been through, and none of that. The handshake
Hmm.
is all he need to feel, and be like, okay, that's a weak one right here.
Hmm.
And I don't want no weak ones around me. So you ain't getting the job. Get the fuck out of
Hmm.
here. You know what I mean? So that confidence is a big thing, man.
Oh yeah.
And another thing too, people don't stress a lot. Learn how to speak properly too. Your verbiage, increase the words you use.
Hmm.
It's okay speaking slang and all that. That's fine for certain environments, but increase your dialect. Get your verbiage up, man. Get those things up. That is gonna help you a whole lot, and it's gonna clean up um that image of you,
Oh, for
because
sure.
as you get your body right, as you get your mind right, you get your speech right, you get your look right, everything is just trickle down, and it just builds you up, and you see the
Literally.
respect people have for you as you
Literally.
as you do those things, you know what I mean. But
You know what's
that's what
crazy?
we mean.
To close it
Yeah.
is I look at it and I look at it like this, like Dragon Ball Z. You
Hmm.
got regular self, right? Regular
Yeah.
Goku, black hair. Then you got
Yeah.
Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm like in Super Saiyan right now,
Yeah.
phase, and
Yeah.
I'm like trying to get to two and get that power and
Hmm.
then get to three, and then you like, damn, where do I go from here? How do I,
Hmm.
build this? But that's kind of what it is for real.
Hmm.
You just
Hmm.
become this your super self. You're like,
Hmm.
and you know what's crazy? People that don't get it will like
Hmm.
make you feel bad about this shit. They're
Yeah.
like, all
Yeah.
you talk about is the gym. What? What do you
Right.
talk about all the time? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what are you
Mhm.
inspiring people to do for themselves every day? So it's kind of like you get all these perks, man. That's another
Yeah.
word that I use low key amongst my peers, but
Mhm.
think about the opposite side of perks. It's like the drug. It's like what,
Which is crazy, right? To put
right?
it to put it that way.
To name it, but
Mhm.
that's what I would say is a better perk.
Mhm.
Gym has multiple perks, bro.
Mhm.
You're gonna
Mhm.
learn discipline. You're gonna build confidence. You're bettering your health. You're gonna
Mhm.
learn how to
Mhm.
speak to people.
Mhm. Mhm.
It, yeah, but
The gym is like a crash course for life,
yeah,
basic skills that we all should have. Which is crazy, bro. Like, and I don't want to, I know, like, because I look at social media a lot, and
mm,
I try to see what's going on with you know, what's going on in America, what's going on outside of America, and what I've noticed that's going on around the world, it's that a lot of people are dumbing themselves down, right?
yeah,
I think it's most people like if someone spoke proper, they're dumbing that down to speak poorly,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like if someone
Oh, no.
was raised with morals, and respect for others, they're dumbing it down to like, nah, man, I don't care right now type shit. And it's
Facts.
like that's which is weird.
Facts.
It's like a undoing of all the work the people before us has put in
Put in.
to put this thing in place. And it's being destroyed, but there's no one rebuilding it better. It's like you just like breaking down a building, not to build it. You just knock the building down, demolition it, and you just look at the rubble for 10 years like, okay, what you gonna do about it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna build some shit, but I don't have the time. I really don't feel like it, and that shit stays that way. I think
Hmm.
that's society these days. Like the building of structure has been demolitioned right now, right? And I think there's nobody looking at that rubble and say, let's build this back up.
Hmm.
It's like, okay, let's just stomp on that shit more, turn the rubble into sand. Fuck it. We don't need
Exactly.
shit here. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Um,
That's how it is. That's how
yeah,
it. That's how it looks when you know how to like look at it that way. That's kind of what it is, though.
it's weird, man. I see people are excited to not even use full sentences. Like
Damn.
it's like they really go that like, yeah, this is how I talk. Like, no, it's not how you didn't speak like this a few years ago. Rap music and social media make you think that abbreviating things is speaking. It's like,
Yeah.
where in the world are you gonna go and survive like that and get any type of respect, but from any reputable person that's gonna look at you like a peer? They're just looking at you
Hmm.
like, look at this chimp that escaped from the zoo. Get back to where you came from.
Hmm.
Like, you don't belong here, and um just pay attention, you know, pay attention to what's going on in the world.
Be on point, man.
Be on point, get yourself together, get in that gym, start there, get yourself together, reach out to people like us who talk this stuff and other content creators
That's
and
it.
partner. We need to partner with each other and rebuild that demolition structure
Literally
that we were just explaining, but yeah, put it in the comments what y'all think,
redefine.
redefining your masculinity.
Yep.
What do you guys think about what we said? Does it make sense to you? What doesn't make sense to you? And any opposition, you have a opposite point, put it in there,
Yeah,
put it
we
in the
want to know.
comments.
We
We would
want to
love
see
to
what's
hear it,
up.
you know what I
Yep.
mean? For the third topic tonight, we're going to switch it up, end it on a high note, on a hungry note. um we're gonna look at we're gonna do a reaction to a food video. Fifth, you found this earlier.
Yeah, this is my guy right here.
um
I
so
watch
this one
him.
is,
I watch him all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is what's this, so this is titled Bizarre State Fair Food. So this is Washington,
Yep.
and this snapshot alone looks crazy. So
Look at
we're
that.
gonna react to this, and we foodies, bro. Like, I don't know if we told you guys before, we're foodies. We had episodes before we talk about what we cook and how long we've been cooking. Like, we love food. We love trying different stuff. So we would be the guys to just jump up one day and go to like a food spot like this and try
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Go to the
You know
fair.
what I mean? So go to the fair and try what they have to offer. So let's see what we got here. um
In this video, I'm hunting down the most bizarre state fair food in the USA.
What are the menu items that give people a double take, where people are like, wait, what is that?
Peanut butter, jelly, and bacon every single time.
But first,
See
let's
how he
back
did
up.
that?
So far,
That's
we've
crazy.
gone deep fair food offerings at the New York State Fair.
After this, I'm going to need a defibrillator to get my heart going. Oh my gosh.
Then we
Defibrillator.
drop by the State Fair.
I've had the version of this food many times in Vietnam. It costs about $1 or $2. Here,
Wow.
$15. What's going on?
Now, just like Lewis and Clark, we're pushing even further westward to the Washington State Fair.
Oh, this
The
ain't
place,
Washington,
the Pacific
D.C., it's
Northwest,
Washington
is
State,
one of
okay.
the largest
Oh,
in the
shit.
world.
Yeah, I'm bugging.
Good morning. Welcome to the Washington State Fair. Quick tip, if you want to go to a fair without any lines, go early in the morning. Also, going on a weekday doesn't hurt. Today it's Thursday. It's early morning. They just opened, and we basically have the place to ourselves.
Here, when you're done with the rides and the seal shows, you'll witness some of this country's most odd, unusual, unnerving food creations.
State fairs are the perfect place to experiment with food, taking ingredients you'd never expect to see together,
That's
but
fire.
jamming them together
Yeah, that
anyways
looks
and
fire.
seeing what happens. Like crossing a corgi. It shouldn't be done, but it's fun to watch.
From fruit cheese dogs, all the way to battered and deep-fried pork belly.
Check out this white pile right here. This is a
Wow.
respectable white pile, enough to make
Facts.
Pablo Escobar impressed.
Today,
That's
I'm
crazy.
here to try it all,
This could get brutal by the end of the day.
and it all starts here.
This place is called Kalinka Piroshki.
Kalinka Piroshki started its journey in the 1970s here in Seattle, offering a traditional Ukrainian
Ukraine.
cuisine
Wow.
experience to folks in the USA.
We've been doing mobile food operations
Jesus.
since 1979. My grandmother, when she was running it, she had my father stand up front and eat them, just to show off that, look what we have here.
I want that job where you just stand outside your own place and eat the food continuously. I would also have to have alcohol on the menu then.
Waiting in line here comes with a tasty reward, a piroshki. It's essentially a cheeseburger tucked inside a
Wow.
donut.
I broke it
Wow.
into the kitchen, and this is fun begin. They have a dough mixer right here behind me. As soon as the dough is done, we're going to see how the stuffing works. I believe this may be some kind of a dough extruder portioning device. She gets this big lever, squeezes it down, and then let's see what that's done to the dough. Boom, perfect portions. She works it a little bit by hand, and then it's in with the fillings. Starting with
Jesus.
beef, a load of beef,
Yeah,
and then
that's
a big,
heavy.
respectable square of cheddar cheese. Close it up, and that is ready for the fryer. But they don't just let it fry or float on top of the oil. They're actually going to put it in a little oil jail.
He stayed with that. His puns be.
The outside feels amazing. Just like crunchy, perfectly tan fried bread. And man, there is so much meat and so much cheese on the inside. I'm a little scared that it's going to boil my face off when I take a
Yeah,
bite.
that shit
But
looks
let's see
like
what
it's
happens.
still hot.
Oh man, that is like a thick, cakey dough wrapper on the outside. The bread is so thick, I hardly even got to the meat yet, but you can see it just steaming inside there. It looks gorgeous. All right, let me get a big meat bite. The beef is super heavy and greasy. I think I found a little bit of the cheese in
Sure
there
look
too.
alright.
The seasoning blend in there
That
tastes
shit
pretty
does look
simple and
good.
straightforward. It's only like salt, pepper. It doesn't really have a strong flavor. It's just kind of like the natural beefiness, which is nice. The cheese is also nice, very creamy, delicious. Oh look, a forklift.
What?
He stayed doing shit like that.
That guy's gonna have to carry me out of here later.
The Washington State Fair welcomed its first visitors in 1900. Now, every year, more than 1 million attendees flock to the 160-acre
Wow.
fairground for a myriad of unique experiences.
Fuck is that?
A brief stroll from our Ukraine kitchen introduces me to another taste of
Fleisch.
Europe.
Fleischkuchle. German?
German. The German word means little meat cake.
That sounds like
Despite
some
the
German shit
tongue-twisting
too.
name, the cash cow here is much more easy to say, and they call it the beef turnover. An ice cream scoop full of seasoned minced beef and a hit of jalapeno is encased inside a flattened dough and then deep fried.
We started serving here in 1963. There was 3 grandmas that started a booth on the outside of the fair, and they were serving them for like 17 cents.
Fair prices have only gone up like 10% since then, roughly.
However, our bizarre food theme has led us to this.
All right, we have come into the kitchen to see how the
Mac and
tots
tots.
are made,
That's
and it
funny.
all starts with frying the tater tot.
We always had people saying, you guys need to have something along with your beef turnover, you know, a hamburger and french fries and that kind of thing. So we started with the tater tots, and then we kind of had already macaroni and cheese as a kid's meal. And so we just kind of combined them one day, and then it just started flying off the shelf.
Tots are done. Let's head over to the mac and cheese station.
The love story between America and mac and cheese dates back at least 3 centuries.
that shit look
These
fake,
days,
alright.
the
Bro, that I was trying to figure out like what are they building that shit into?
average American consumes over 2 pounds of mac and cheese per year.
I grew up in Minnesota in a trailer house, and so for me, mac and cheese comes from a blue box, and you don't bake it and put like a crumb on top of it. What kind of mac and cheese are we dealing with here?
We don't use Kraft mac and cheese. We use like a Stouffer's.
Oh, so you use like Velveeta.
Yeah,
For me, that was fancy.
To round off our mac and tots, shredded cheddar cheese and bacon
It's
bits.
pretty cool.
Boom! Mac and tots, $10. It is a carbohydrate bomb. It's carbs on carbs. The only protein here is the bacon. That's gonna really lighten things up. I'm gonna grab a tot. These tots are super crispy.
Shit look good.
Salty, crunchy, goodness.
I would
You know,
share
it's
that. I
good
don't think
base
I'd eat
we're
that
starting
whole
out
shit.
with.
That's
But the-
Yeah,
this
that's a lot for one person.
Right here, we have the mac and cheese.
4 people can share
Super
that.
creamy, soft noodles,
Hell yeah.
buttery,
Hell yeah.
rich, decadent. Tots and mac
He be
and cheese
smashing this
together
shit,
at
though.
last.
That's the thing. Like these guys can like,
All
eat
in
a
one
lot, bro.
mouthful. And they
Like,
got some smoky bacon in there too. How am I
You
gonna
see, he
eat
just
You know
said
what I
it.
mean?
He's like, how the fuck I'm gonna
Right.
eat more?
Oh man.
he get
As
full,
our
he'll be
food
like,
offer
"See you next time."
continues, I'm headed
Next
toward
Yeah.
episode.
meat.
Come back
He's
tomorrow or
battering
something.
and frying thick chunks of pork belly.
It's a dessert meat.
But before that, I'm making time for some unknown Southern delights.
Four-wheeling in the swamp tonight.
This place is known as Hattie Mae's Southern Delights. I'm looking at the menu right now. You can find fried green tomatoes, alligator kebabs, an andouille sausage corn dog. So lots of cool Southern food, but foods that have been verified. Today I'm here for one peculiar, bizarre offering, and that is the biscuit battered shrimp. It sounds like breaded shrimp, but no, the construction gets wild. All right, boom, I'm in the kitchen right here with Steven. Steven is going to be assembling our biscuit battered shrimp.
First, Steve drops battered shrimpies into a fiery pool of oil. Then battered
Interesting.
okra are fried alongside in true Southern fashion.
And then we fry a waffle cone. I'm gonna sit that there for
Battered
a few seconds
okra.
while
That's
this cooks.
interesting. I've
And then
never
as soon
even
as these
heard
are
of
done,
that.
I'm gonna grab those some gravy on top of it.
So you start with 3 fried shrimp inside the cone, then 4 pieces of fried okra, then the remaining shrimp pieces get
Wow.
piled on
This
top.
looks really
oh my
good.
Gosh, country gravy going on top. This thing is wild. And that is the final product. I cannot wait to try that out. I'm going to pick out a shrimp to begin with. You can see it's falling apart. There's some gravy on there. It's got that beautiful batter, and it's still steaming too. That's good.
I feel happy.
Plump, juicy shrimp, delicious flavor, really crunchy on the outside, a wonderfully seasoned batter. That is awesome. All right, I'm gonna. How do I approach this?
I feel happy. So happy.
I can't believe how good this is. You have the crunch of the waffle cone on the outside, and then I just love the way he smothered it with gravy until the gravy was
Wow.
going all the way to the bottom of the cone. There's so much delicious, super savory country gravy flavor in there. Even the okra tastes super fresh. It's essentially a salad in a cone because there's 4 fried okras.
Biscuit battered shrimp.
Interesting.
It's one of
Yeah,
the
that's
newest
dope.
inventions of
I
this
like that a
food
lot.
scientist and
Never
stall
seen that
owner,
before.
Mitch.
Personally, I love Cajun Creole food. We just wanted to kind of bring something unique to the fairground, and this happens to be the only Southern-themed booth on the fairgrounds.
Besides Hattie Mae's, Mitch owns and runs
Wow.
24 other stalls on the
Damn, bro.
fairgrounds, catering to
Caking.
cravings you
Caking.
didn't even know you had, including fatty pork belly that's been
What?
transformed into a decadent dessert.
Boom! I'm here with this again.
A shrine for food fanatics, Totally Fried presents an array of deep-fried treats, ranging from
What?
Oreos to cheesecake. However, I'm here for their most eccentric concoction.
Let's talk about the fried candied pork belly. How does that work?
Breaking the barrier between meat and sweets isn't new, but it also isn't easy. For example, in central Vietnam, the dessert of roasted pork inside of tapioca balls are served with a sugary syrup.
That is awesome, but it's so weird.
So good. So weird.
So weird.
But
He
Mitch's
said
fried
so good,
candied
so
pork
weird,
belly
so
was
weird.
born to shatter calorie records.
Basically, we kind of bury it beneath brown sugar, also a little bit of rock candy syrup, and a lot of salt. And we just slow cook it for about 4 hours till it's nice and tender and crispy. And then we batter it, deep fry it,
You're
and
fucking
then put in
crazy.
a lot of powdered sugar.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. That's too much.
And serve it with the gochujang mayo.
That's
A
too
little bit
much.
of Korean influence in there. I like it. Take a look at that beauty. Just big, thick, crunchy pieces of batter on the outside that have been fried up nicely. Nothing left to do but to put it inside.
That's funny.
Oh my God. This
I know, like,
is awesome. It's already kind of a sweet meat, so it doesn't hurt to add even more sugar. And it is so soft, tender, gelatinous.
I think
almost.
it'll be
Gonna give that a little bit of a
way
dip.
too
Now, I'm
good.
curious, is it gochujang? Why is it
Was that
orange?
this?
Gochujang mayo. It should be red. Yep, I taste it. There is
That's
a little bit
one
of
of the- you ever
gochujang
had
there.
the
It's
Luther
really
burger?
unique because, you know, living in Asia, you eat
Nah.
pork belly everywhere.
What-
in
what's
the US,
that?
if you want pork
You said a
belly, you
Luther
can only
burger?
find
What's that made of?
it's a bacon cheeseburger, and the buns are Krispy Kreme donuts.
Really? What did they cut the donut in half, or are they 2 full donuts?
2 donuts.
That's crazy, dog. Jesus Christ.
Oh my nigga.
Krispy Kreme.
Fire.
That's crazy. Wow.
It's, bro, it feels illegal to eat it. It feels wrong. It's
That's
that
crazy.
good.
You said bacon.
Yep.
Not egg.
Cheese.
You said egg and bacon
Bacon
cheese.
cheeseburger. That's it. Like a
Oh, just a
smash
bacon
burger
cheese.
with
Mhm.
bacon.
That's not bad.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme. That's a lot of sugar, no?
Yeah, but it just again it feels very illegal.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
It's
I would
so
try
good.
that shit for sure.
I know that would be really good. I just know it.
Interesting. This right here,
Yeah.
this
And again, that's a shareable. You're not eating that. You're not eating that whole thing by
bro.
yourself.
That shit was huge, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's,
at least 8 people.
yeah, no,
But
like eat because it's pork, so you already
Find it in the
know.
form of
candied.
bacon at a mainstream grocery store. But here, he's got his own
Right?
meat
That's
guy. I need
that's
a meat
crazy.
got
guy.
2
Maybe me and this meat
pieces.
guy could meet. That's what I'm talking about.
Any state fair isn't complete without food on a stick.
Nah.
From 3-foot-long corn dogs
What do you keep doing? At some
I
point, it's
can't.
gonna go through me, Calvin.
to the giant dilly dogs at the Minnesota State Fair.
Uh-oh. Gravity is not helping me right now.
I thought I'd seen it all. That was until I arrived at Extreme Carnival Eats.
Jesus. All right.
This stall takes Korea's wildest corn dog creations to the next level with over-the-top food options like this. The hot Cheeto cheese dog. A massive chunk of cheese on a stick is wrapped in batter, dragged
Nah,
in
nah,
breadcrumbs,
nah,
then
bro.
deep fried. After, it's coated in nacho
Nah.
cheese, then hot Cheeto powder. Finally, it's garnished
I
with
don't like
sriracha
the hot Cheeto
mayo.
one. I
Get
tried
the
it.
most eccentric dog killing.
Bro, this shit looks insane, bro.
Joseph and
It
the
is.
amazing Technicolor Dream Coat.
My favorite cereal in the world
That
would
Fruity Pebbles
probably
one look
be
crazy.
Fruity Pebbles, maybe after Golden Graham.
These
Pebbles. It's
Hmm.
top 3. But you have a
I know that
Fruity
one's gonna be
Pebbles
fire.
cheese dog. What's that?
Fruity Pebble
Mary,
cheese
the
dog.
boss and
It's crazy.
visionary of
'Cause-
Extreme Carnival Eats.
It's basically a giant mozzarella
Yeah.
stick dipped in our special
Like
batter.
the one I like,
Yeah.
that has Frosted Flake crumbs on it.
Mm.
So I know that one gonna
But
be
this
even
is
better.
but this is the thing though, bro.
Well,
That's a whole block of cheese. That's crazy, son. Wow. I don't know. I like cheese, but god damn, this
For
is
ourselves.
Well, you know it's
intense.
unfair, so they
What
they,
makes this
they
a
went
Korean dog?
a step
A couple
above
things.
the average.
Yeah, these niggas.
Mango
I
crust
know
on the
that's fire,
outside.
though.
It's a very Korean thing. I remember my
Because again,
I
the
lived
corn
there for
dog isn't
years, and I thought,
too
is there
sweet, too
shake and bake?
salty.
I'm like,
Yeah.
The
that's what it
sweet
feels
helps
like.
the salt. It's just a crazy sweet
Oh
salt
man,
thing.
integrity. It's not like
Mm.
Yeah, that looks
it's got
crazy.
kind of
I
a
would try that.
jam sauce. I wonder if we're gonna get a cheese out of this.
And it's just cheese.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. It's
Just
literally
cheese.
just cheese in the
The
middle.
cheese ones be fire.
Whoa, that's incredible. Sweet and it's cheesy. The Fruity Pebbles are giving off that amazing artificial fruit essence. I like it. The jam sauce, that ties it all together. That makes it work. It's kind of like the sweet binding agent that brings all the elements together. Like
Oh, see,
booze
they
at a
they
party.
actually
This
got a
lady has
donut
an
burger.
insane menu. I wish I could know about her and how her brain works. The only thing that's not remarkable
Yeah,
on her
donut
menu is
smash
a
burger.
bucket of fries. No offense. It makes sense to have it there for the people who want to order that, but you come here and you see all this and you order French fries. Don't hang out with people like that.
If this cheesy fruity stick hasn't left you shocked and dismayed, then our final food of the day most definitely will.
Peanut butter, jelly, bacon, and of course the hot dog in there too. What do you
Ugh.
think makes this combination work?
Nah,
But
bro.
first,
I'll try
Not
it,
this
bro.
one.
a quirky recipe hidden up her sleeve.
Chicken waffle sandwich. So it's chicken with Nashville hot sauce between two
That's nice. I've
Belgian
seen that.
waffles. It's
I'll
kind
try
of a
that.
spin-off on chicken and waffles.
Yeah,
The
I like
marriage of
how
chicken
this looks.
waffles initially served the needs of night owls, grappling with the choice between a late night dinner and an early breakfast, providing a delightful fusion of the two.
You have the sweetness of the syrup along with the saltiness of the chicken. And savory and sweet are your two tastes you want to go for when you eat.
It's like Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Boom! I'm in the kitchen with Mike. We're gonna see how he makes the Nashville hot chicken waffle. It all starts with the chicken. So right here we have what looks like chicken fingers, and that's gonna hit the oil right now. This is beef when it's done. Yep. You ever hear that beef in your nightmares? What makes chicken and waffle?
No.
Sweetness actually goes well with the fried chicken. Is this gonna be
Fuck.
sweet? Is it looking at here?
So the waffles aren't super sweet, just a little hint of sweetness. And the Nashville hot isn't too extremely hot. It's more of a medium Nashville hot sauce.
Nashville medium. I like it. Sounds safe.
Mary and her husband launched into their state fair journey over a decade ago, debuting with a pizza booth. Last year, they birthed Extreme Carnival Eats, transforming their wildest ideas into reality.
5 minutes has gone by. Let's take out that chicken. And it's time to dump it under the heat lamp. Now the chicken is ready. We got to get started with the waffle. Grab a waffle, fling it on the flat top, grab some chicken, place the chicken on the waffle. Some pickles next. This is the Nashville hot right here. Oh, and right here we have a sweet syrup going on. This is an amazing combination. Time to top it off. And then
Yeah, that looks good. I would
Right here we
try
have our
that for
Nashville
sure.
hot
Mhm.
chicken waffle for $16.35. Now it doesn't really compress. Oh my gosh, can I even pick?
Again, fair food is it's a shareable thing, man. If you want to be crazy
Yeah.
and shoot your
no.
cholesterol to 1,000 and shit, eat
Yeah.
it by yourself. But I would even share that. Like, cut the shit in half. You
Yeah.
can share that because that's crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, you go to a fair, you're not eating at one stall. You're gonna go to multiple of them. So it's like trying to down all this shit on your own.
Yeah, you're gonna be sick.
Literally
You're gonna be
vomiting and
sick.
all that. It's crazy.
But this looks good.
But this is good.
I gotta
Yeah,
give
Yeah, I
it
like
looks
this.
good.
I like this.
I'm so
That looks
sorry,
really
Barry.
nice.
Okay, I've
It
got
looks
it now.
huge.
It's big,
dripping
too, bro.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
below. It's
How
very
big
involved.
it is.
I've heard of toasting up buns for a burger, but toasting up the waffle, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's a big sandwich.
Man, that is a delightful texture combination. Just like Mary said, it is savory and it's sweet. That chicken is so crunchy, and the waffle, I gotta say, putting the waffle on the flat top, that is key. This is like a pre-made Belgian waffle. If you get a waffle like this just from a bag, it's gonna be kind of dry. You gotta do stuff to it to kind of toast it and soften it up at the same time. The only thing is that they should call this Nashville mild. Mary, I'm not hating. I love you, and I love your zeal. It's not hot. But it's crunchy, it's savory, it's sweet, and it's delicious.
Before I reach the weight limit for a forklift,
That guy's gonna have to carry me out here later.
there's still room in my stomach for one more dog, a hot dog.
Starving
Here at
Marvin.
Starvin'
Wow.
Marvin's,
Marvin,
setting their
Marvin.
food truck in 2018. Melissa and her wife have been producing a distinctive
What they know
assortment
about
of
that?
gourmet hot dogs for the fortunate people of Washington.
What makes a hot dog gourmet and not just a normal hot dog?
So it's all about the quality of the meat, but then also the toppings, all sorts of fun toppings, things that you maybe wouldn't ever think to put on top of a hot dog.
If you crave the ultimate comfort food, the Mac Daddy won't disappoint you. Stacking mac
that'd
and
probably be
cheese
fire.
and bacon on a
Yeah,
hot dog. For a
see, these
bolder
are good.
consider the Chicago dog, boasting pickle, tomato, mustard, onion, relish,
Yeah, I
celery
would do
salt,
that.
and hot peppers. It should be clear by now that the hot dog game at Starvin' Marvin is aiming to knock off your socks or any other type of footwear.
What are the menu items that give people a double take, where people are like, wait, what is that?
Peanut butter,
Yeah,
jelly,
that.
and bacon every single time.
Nah, I think it's
Peanut
gas.
butter, jelly,
It'll be
bacon,
fire
and
on
of
the
course
low.
hot dog in there too.
Yep.
As the name suggests, the PB&J and
And then my gym ass is like, that's protein.
Peanut butter smear.
Yeah. Definitely peanut butter for sure.
And the dog is
Where, like,
protein.
hot dogs are, like,
Got
protein.
bacon, protein,
Next, a hot dog breast
and a little bit of
cozy
sweet.
bed.
Oh,
And I like
hold
jelly
up.
on a lot of things.
That dog looked a little bit weird,
I've
man.
never had peanut butter jelly. My
What
wife
the,
and I were
what
just
the fuck was
sitting at
that?
home one day. I'm from upstate New York where like hot dogs are like a thing
This one,
anywhere
is
you
it-
go pretty much.
You see that shit?
Hot dog breasts and that
This
cozy
shit like,
Mm.
hey
Hey,
man,
we caught it. It's all right.
you know what I mean?
We caught it.
That dog don't look too.
It
ain't
must
dogging.
have been a different shot they had to use, or he probably didn't get the
Hell
other
yeah.
shot. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
It should be good.
cozy
I got my
bed.
eye
Because
on
look
you,
at this
Starving
one. You feel
Marvin.
me?
This one
Followed by a
looks
sweet bit of
perfect.
jelly.
Yeah,
Like
this
but we
is
were
like.
sitting there like, let's try it.
And the
Shit, I
hail
skipped
butter
too far.
smear inside the hot dog bun.
My wife and I.
A storm of
Yeah, that
bacon
one was.
bits.
So we put bacon, but
Fucking
we were
perfect.
sitting there and anywhere you go pretty much.
Next, a hot dog rests in that cozy bed.
And I like jelly
You
on
know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of things.
Followed by
Niggas
a
swap that out real quick, like yo. But I mean, it happens though.
sweet hit of jelly.
Probably
I've never
didn't.
had
The water
peanut
didn't
butter
get
jelly
to it
bacon,
all the
but we
way.
were just sitting there like, let's try it.
And a hailstorm of bacon bits.
So we put it together and we're like, this is a winner. The sweet and salty, it works, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my final bizarre state fair
Yep.
food. After this, I'm gonna explode. My stomach cannot take it anymore. Oh look, this band is doing sound check. Oh yeah, let's pick it up. Let's test that structural integrity. The bun seems nice and soft. I'm crunching it together. I'm smushing it together. I'm gonna spread that bacon out. You can see that jelly sticking out. This is awesome. You know, as somebody who grew up in a trailer house eating Jif and Smucker's jelly, this is close to my heart. Dun 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 dun. Oh, wow. You gotta be careful. There's a thick streak of peanut butter in there. I got it. And my
I
God,
forgot the
it is
peanut butter was there.
delicious.
Oh,
Look at this.
shit.
I mean, the bacon adds some crunch on top, sweet jelly, but you gotta be careful. That peanut butter will seal your trachea shut. Make sure you got plenty of saliva going beforehand.
Yo, he be saying no wildest shit, bro. That's why I watch him. Honestly, I literally only watch him for that.
It's one or the other. I think it's more like a hot dog fell into my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I kept eating it anyways. How would that happen?
Right.
Practically, I don't know.
If you love Indian food, then you're gonna love our new channel, Best Ever
Oh, they
Food
taking it
India.
there.
Yeah, wow.
Subscribe now
Wow.
to food videos showcasing the most unique street food from around the country.
Here they've slow cooked this pork. Here they've slow cooked this. Here they've You got to be body positive if you're eating food like this. Here's my question. Am I allowed to make fat jokes? I used to weigh 300 pounds. Am I grandfathered in? I mean, I still got a belly. I just suck it in for 18 hours a day. My local fat guys, you know what it's like to suck in your stomach for 20 hours at a time? You get home and then you're like, I can let it go finally. Oh, there's a person.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. It's a deep fried pork belly. Yeah, it's good. It's worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, what a day. Today we set out to try this fair's most bizarre food offerings, and I think we were highly successful. They keep the menus very secret. We tried to find them online. We got here, and they're like, no, presto changeo, it's something else. But that something else was real special. I got to say, probably my favorite one today was the Fruity
Interesting.
Pebble Cheese Korean Stick Dog. That may not be the official name, but that's what I'm calling it. So I want to know for you guys, what was your favorite bizarre food combination? Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. That is it for this one.
That's hard.
All right.
That's hard. I
Time to
like
go
that.
on
I like
patrol.
that. I like the fact that like and we were just saying that too, like where that shit is shareable. You gotta split that shit between two people. Like there's no way
Definitely.
eating all that. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But the the authenticness of the food is what I like. Like I've never seen shit like that before. That's
Yeah.
like that's not no average state fair food. Like, you know, you go to a carnival or some shit like that, you get what's that
The turkey leg,
with turkey
corn
leg, the thing
dog,
with the powdered
churros,
milk,
you know.
what's the thing with the white powdered milk on it and shit, man. Whatever that shit is called, man. I don't even remember.
Um,
Um
I mean,
but
really just anything deep fried.
yeah.
They got to deep fry something. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie, deep
Mm-hmm.
fried Oreo is crazy.
Deep fried Oreo. I've never had that.
Again, it feels
That's
illegal.
wild.
It feels illegal.
Yeah, like
It feels.
what's the purpose in that?
Uh, it's like doing drugs.
Yeah, yeah. I'm wondering, like,
Basically, because a Oreo is good, right? Like if you like Oreo,
yeah,
it's good. But now you're getting a deep fried
a
Oreo.
deep. Yeah,
So
that's
you're
what I'm saying.
getting
Is it?
deep fry and then the Oreo. So it's like because the Oreo is basically going to melt the minute you bite it. It's going to melt away.
Because of the heat. The heat.
So it's just like a crazy experience.
But it's
And I
like
think I
the
also did it.
batter.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
perfect.
interesting, man.
I did a Snicker bar too, deep fried Snicker bar. Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I went
You
down
think of
the
this
I went
shit.
down the rabbit hole, man. And I
That's
also
crazy.
had deep fried ice cream.
Yes, I had that. That was
That
good.
was interesting.
That was good. Yeah,
With
that was
cereal
good.
frosted flakes on top of it. That shit slapped.
Yeah,
And
that was
again,
good.
you
I've
gotta know
had
how to
that.
cook to really put that shit together. But you can look at
Yeah,
it on
yeah.
YouTube. It's pretty easy, honestly. But yeah,
That's interesting.
food
Deep fried Snicker. That's some wild shit. That's wild.
fire,
Deep
straight
fried
fire,
Snicker. Wow, that's crazy.
straight fucking fire.
Fuck it,
But
folks.
guys, yeah, this
Y'all
is it.
enjoyed this?
This is
You
it.
sure y'all did? We enjoyed this like we always
This is
do.
it.
Well, we wrapping up tonight. God damn it.
Yeah,
We had 3 topics that was beautiful.
I
You
fuck with
know,
it. Hope they
the
fuck with
Metro
it.
Boomin album. Hope
Hmm.
y'all fuck with it. The being a man shit, man up,
Yeah,
and then the
redefine.
food at the end.
Yeah.
Redefine your masculinity. And then the Washington the food at the Washington Fair, which was dope to
Wasn't
see. And
DC,
we
by the way. My bad.
right.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. We saying DC and shit. Them niggas like,
Yeah.
huh? This ain't no goddamn
Yeah.
DC, boy.
Yeah. My bad. But yeah.
But yeah, man, we
Till next
appreciate it.
time.
Till next time, we'll see you guys on episode 13. Peace.
All right, B.